All right, let's get it going. 3D printing goods. If you recognize that guy, you're as old as I am. All right, that's posting in. Got some stuff here. It's kind of my setup today. I do have a lot of 90s nostalgia as I am a 90s child. You may recognize Little Nero's Pizza from your favorite 90s Christmas movie, aka Home Alone. We got the new New York sign, and that's new. Just printed that out. Per my last email, very, very, very relatable. I've got the Friends door frame today as well. All this stuff is in my shop, guys. It is buy it now. One of my best sellers right there. We've got your 90s keychains, everything like that. Pull these out of here. And the aggro crag is new. It does function as a tea light. It's probably one of my favorite new prints right there. And yeah, got some good stuff in here today. Everything should be marked pretty clearly. Let's fix that. I am cheap, by the way. I am cheap. Not in that way, but in a good way, in a retail way. Welcome in, y'all. Come hang out. I am your go-to 90s 3D printing seller here. Crack that Coke wide open. And then get this out of here. Perfect. What's up, guys? Sarah, Route 9876. How are you guys? Have a quick look at my stuff. Check out my inventory. If you're a 90s kid, it's the place for you right now. Just a bit of home decor for you. Aggro Crag is new. Some cool art. And I tend to rotate that stuff out as well. Couple of my best sellers here. I really love these. These have done really well. They did really well through the Halloween season, but I've just kept selling them and selling them and selling them. If you recognize this guy, you're definitely as old as I am. That's Falcor, the Luck Dragon from Neverending Story. I got him going on. I think he's only $10. I've got some Valentine's Day stuff, a couple keychains for you. These are cool. These magnetically click together. Alternate colors right there. They're sitting inside my friend's door frame. I've got that down actually on my front door right now. Aggro Crag, as you can see, the Pokeball planter, one of my best sellers right there. Those two planters are marked 12. I really like the Greek boss though. I kind of have faux plants in there right now, but they work great for real plants. Little Nero's Pizza in the background from your favorite 90s Christmas movie. Piggly Wiggly, if you're from the UK, that might be lost on you, or it might not. I'm not sure. I am a UK seller, but I am from the States, so accent's confusing you. That's why. I am a UK seller, though. McDusters, both versions of those. And I will stay live for a while, guys. If you're just popping in, got a lot of 90s stuff here you might recognize. Um, Two of my funnier best sellers. PG-13, R-rated right there. Those went wild during the Christmas season, which is awesome. Get your 90s friends frame right there. Probably one of my favorite pieces right here. Kind of for trinkets, trinkets, trinkets. Toss them in there. This flame's kind of losing itself a bit, but these are really great. Like I said, they did really well through the Halloween season, and I keep selling them. And they're very cheap and they're very cool. This guy is kind of on his way out as far as the LED. If anyone buys these today, I will throw in 2 fresh LED tea lights for you. If you recognize that guy, you're as old as me. Couple little 90s trinkets in here. My Ouija tray holder, which is pretty cool for guys and gals. It does glow in the dark as well, which is pretty cool. Got, the classic Friends frame. We have our aggro crag, the McDusters, which seem to be very, very popular. Sold a lot of these, sold the shit out of these actually at Christmas time. And then my 2 favorite planters that usually do the best. We got your Pokemon inspired planter and some Greek mythology right there. Here we go. Little look at the art here. And all my art does come with these stands. Sorry, my table's so shaky. But anything you buy from me that's art, like these signs, will come with its own custom stand. That's a new one and very, very relatable. That's one of my favorites. My aggro crag is new, and that does have tea lights in it. You can fit up to 4. I throw 3 in there, and at night just looks really, really cool. Yeah, one mental breakdown later art. I sell that with glue dots included, just because I think it looks better on the wall, but it does go really well as a tabletop coaster. If you want to use it for that, that's kind of what I use it for. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Just showing off some of my 90s 3D prints here. Again, I'm just going to kind of go through the table, all my best sellers here. If you are from the UK, that might be lost on you as a very American food chain in the South. I'm sure you recognize some of that stuff. Some nostalgia from your favorite movies. Very, very relatable. Again, whoop, lost my whatnot there. Whoops, sorry, guys. Damn email. Like I said, I was selling the hell out of these at Halloween. These are fun. Just little, they look like melting wax candle holders. And they come in a set of 2. Whoops. There's a big one and a small one to go with it. But yeah, set of 2. And like I said, if anybody buys these today, I will include 2 fresh tea lights with them. It's my Ouija kind of organizer. You can just throw your stuff in here. Great for your tabletop, great for jewelry. It is glow in the dark. I made that with glow in the dark PLA, so it does look pretty supernatural at night when you have, if you've let it kind of absorb the light from the daytime. Looks pretty cool. The aggro crag, I know a lot of you guys in the UK may not be super familiar with that. Might be kind of an American thing, but from Nickelodeon, the TV show Global Guts. Well, I always wanted to be on this show. I always got really, really upset at the kids who really sucked at it because I always thought I could do a lot better than them. Who knows? But yep, that's kind of the table right now. Let's throw some show notes in here. All right, show notes are up there. Like I said, any questions, let me know. Sorry, it's a little shaky there. I'm just doing this by hand right now. It's the best way to see the table. Got my friend's door frame. I do have this on the door downstairs. Awesome little item there. Just realized I'm missing one. Isn't that relatable? I'm sure we can all find someone to send this to, or if you want it on your own desk. But I also have some really cool ones too. That's some Home Alone. Get your Ecto 1A. Kind of go around, scope this out. Pokeball planter has sold really well the past year. I really love that design. It is self-watering, so if you lift that up, you can kind of see where the water is going to go, and then it just fits gently back into place just like that. This is a really cool one, my Greek mythology. These are fake plants, but they do great for fake plants. Because I'm terrible at taking care of my own plants, so I fake it till I make it. But that's printed in PLA marble, and it does just kind of look like stone there, and I'm stoked on that. Some novelty stuff. These sold really well at Christmas, especially in the UK, which I was kind of surprised about. A lot of you guys, a lot of you Brits really enjoyed it. We have your R-rated version and the PG-13 version. SpongeBob art. I use this on my table as kind of like a large coaster, but some glue dots to the wall. And I do include a stand, guys. If you buy any of this art, I will include the stand that comes with it. That one's on an easel. I would typically put it on like one of those black bases. That's what I got going on right now. If like I said, from the UK, the Piggly Wiggly might be a little lost on you, but that's okay. It's just for fun. This one is new. It's kind of hiding out. I think we all remember the cartoon, and this looks really great when you kind of just, if you were to put it on your side table, I think that looks so cool. Just like one glue dot will do it too. It's so light. It's one of my cheaper ones. I think I'm selling that for about $8. Nothing in here is over $20, including my aggro crag, which is I think a steal for what it is. It's from the Nickelodeon show Global Guts, and I just fitted it with a few tea lights. They fit perfect in there, and when the lights are off, gives a really cool glow. This one very iconic. That's the friends frame that they put over their peephole in the their apartment there. These are Valentine's Day trinkets, little keychains that actually do magnetically go together for your loved one. If you're interested in those, all this stuff is on my shop, guys. Feel free to check out my inventory. There's a lot more that I'm not showing right now, but I'll keep going through the table as you guys filter in and out. Like I said, this is kind of a great little jewelry holder. I do sell these, by the way. The mini McDuster for your keychain if you don't want a full-size one. Even if you're from the UK, I know we all remember this. I love these. Anybody that buys anything today will get one for free. And the Ouija tray. This is glow in the dark PLA, so when you do shut the lights out, it does look pretty supernatural. I have to say, I am not responsible for anything you conjure up with this thing, okay? If you go ahead and decide to go full conjuring with it, I'm not responsible. That's on you. And again, the McDusters, these are R-rated, your PG-13. They also look great on the wall. I tend to put them on that easel, but the Ghostbusters license plate is occupado there right now. Don't we all know somebody that this would apply to? I don't have it on a stand right now, but I sell every one of my prints that's art with a custom stand. So you will be able to display it that way if you choose. You can also do it your own way. Anything you'd like to see up close, guys, just give me a comment and I can definitely pop it a little closer for you. Hope you guys are all having a good one. Are there actual 90s children in and 90s does mean, it doesn't mean you're born in 1997. That doesn't count. Sorry, get out of here. Only if you're born. I'm just kidding. I was born in 1987. So 90s were my vibe, man. They were my vibe. Oh, these are some of my best sellers too. These are great at Halloween. And then I just kept getting more and more and more requests for them. So it's kind of a full-time thing now. Little LED tea light melting wax candle holders. Pretty cool. That guy's on its way out right now. And I just realized I don't have any of my listings in here. So we're going to do that now. Get you in there and get you in there. Let's get you and you. Okay. And get you in there. By the way, guys, this is not my full inventory. Not my full inventory. Go ahead and check it out if you want. If not, all good. I got my little Xeno in there. We have one mental breakdown in there. We've got this in there. Okay, okay, okay. Let's keep it rolling. All that good stuff in there right now. All right, let's import all that. And it's good. Very relatable. I'm just cruising the table. What's up, Rad Robot? Okay, check these out. These are all done by myself. And if you guys are just coming in, this is like only my third whatnot show. I'm not sold anything on here yet. Kind of still getting used to the whole way this thing performs, but please give my stuff a look. I'm doing really well on Vinted. Um, Vinted's kind of like on my shit list right now, though. Kind of over them, so I'm trying new stuff. Come on in and have a browse. All this is logged into my shop inventory as well. And I'm just going to continue pilfering through all the best sellers. This did so well this year. McDusters, not for actual use, just for decoration. I did have someone ask if I could make them real ones, and I said hell no. But those are awesome. Got my planters, two of my favorite planters, two of my best sellers. Here we go. If you're a 90s child, then you know Little Nero's Pizza is the pizza shop from Home Alone. Piggly Wiggly, kind of just a joke, Americana. And if that ain't the most relatable one I have, then I don't know what is. Maybe, possibly this one. All my signs, guys, do come with a custom stand, so you don't have to worry about gluing it to your wall or anything like that. I take care of that for you, but you can. Glue dots work excellent with my products. It's my Ouija tray for 12 bucks. Kind of just a jewelry tray. Kind of throw your stuff in there. It is glow in the dark, so it looks pretty supernatural at night. Don't conjure anything up. I'm not responsible for it if you do. And any good 3D printer is going to print an articulated dragon, but I'm not going to print any articulated dragon. This is what I'm printing. Falcor. And he's only 10 bucks. Looks great on the shelf. All my stuff is typically 20 or less. This is my real prize here now. Freaking aggro crag, dude. Welcome in, welcome in. I think this is going on YouTube live as well. I'm not really sure um how to get to here from YouTube. This is whatnot. Obviously, if you're watching this, it is whatnot. But I guess if you're watching it, could be YouTube as well. So hopefully y'all are picking up on that. Just perusing that table. Like I said, I haven't really sold anything on whatnot yet. This is just pretty much if you guys want to give me a follow. You can subscribe to my YouTube as well. I do a lot of unboxings and stuff like that of really cool stuff you might enjoy. I got to put those horror knives up as well. There's some stuff that I have printed. Kathleen Kennedy and Carbonite is for sale in my inventory. Um, this one ruffled some feathers, and I guess I get it, but I think it's awesome. Couple keychains, little odds and ends here. And I'm just gonna keep touring the table. This is for sale. It's a Ouija tray. It's based on a Ouija board. Don't go conjuring up anything if you buy it. It is glow in the dark though, so it looks spooky on its own. Here we go. Best sellers. We got the melting wax candles for tea light and only LED tea lights, I should say. Here we go. Got my SpongeBob Decor. One mental breakdown later. Makes a great little table coaster, but also looks great on the wall. If you are as old as I am, you probably remember that guy. In fact, I'm sure you do. This is the Friends picture frame from the iconic show. There's another item from an iconic show. It's Global Guts. I know some Brits might not be super familiar with it. And if you're new in here, just think you don't have to buy anything. Just think about giving me a follow. Always making new stuff. I do have a YouTube channel too called The Outer Reef. If you'd like to check me out there, I'm always doing cool unboxings of kind of stuff like that. But I sell stuff like this. And that Pokeball planner was really flying off the shelves this Christmas, which I'm pretty stoked about. It is self-watering. If you were to lift it up, there is a place for water to drain, and then it fits just gently ever so back in there. Let me kind of straighten that out a bit. There we go. 12 bucks, guys. Mythology planter printed in PLA marble to give it that nice stone look. There's one of my new favorites. I should have this closer. Tom and Jerry. And this is Jerry, Jerry the mouse. He looks great. If you guys put him just somewhere cool on the wall, I think he looks awesome there. I think he's only like 8 bucks as well. So feel free to check out my shop, guys. Oh, by the way, it's the Home Alone Pizza Shop, and obviously we know that's Ghostbusters. That's kind of maybe a little too American for the UK. I'm not sure. I am a UK seller. I do sell to the States too, but I'm definitely a little cheaper in the UK. Can all relate to that, I think. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Oh, got the McDusters. Those did really well this Christmas. And like I said, I'm just kind of here trying to gain a bit of a following. Don't feel pressure to buy anything. Just give me a follow. I'm always making new stuff, really cool stuff. I have a lot more unrelated stuff in my inventory right now. If you'd like to check that out, but right now it's kind of just a small little subtle 90s theme. Obviously, we have the Friends picture frame, little SpongeBob going on. Tea light melting wax holders were really popular this year. If you know that guy, you're as old as I am. Ouija tray jewelry holder for 12. It is glow in the dark as well. You guys remember that? I'm giving these away. If you guys buy anything today or even this week in the next like couple days, I'm throwing these in there with all my orders. Possibly one of these too. Kind of little 90s knockout combo there. Valentine's Day stuff wasn't really going that hard. So I was just making kind of these novelty things. These are little keychains you and your significant other can share. They are magnetic, so they're going to kind of go like that, which is pretty cool. So we got those. I know you know someone that could use this. All my signs, by the way, do come with a custom stand. They all look great on the wall, but I do include that stand just because I think it's awesome. And they do look great in those. Again, these are my planters. Really popular, really popular. I've got some of my popular stuff up here. Some of my art, I was selling the little Neros for Christmas just because to me Home Alone's a Christmas movie. But it's been doing well all year round, so kind of letting it go. There's Jerry the mouse. Couple things that you couldn't see earlier. Got a couple of My Little Xenos in a couple different colors. Make a great gift for the shelf. Awesome. Spin that around. A little bit of Pokemon inspired art, Valentine's.